Tune in to the Smartest Dumb People podcast with my girl Yolanda, the best podcast in Omaha.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Toot at the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson, you know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is, it's the smartest dumb people!
Yes, sir. Buddha. When I got messages saying, what's up with the show? One to where you still got kids writing essays on 472. Shout out to Chris, he came through.
Came back there. And you go, okay. And she said,
Okay, he done. He
It's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
right. So now with the fuck with that,
Regardless of the fact. You don't know. You don't know his fucking intentions.
Teaching that. What are people? Listen, I'm gonna take my time down here.
right. I didn't understand.
When I tried to conduct,
Come on.
and I'm talking about my in-law niece. My niece, I done bought her.
I was born in the same place I was, but they decided to move along. They traveled.
Here, I had a homeboy, and I'm thinking about getting the motherfucker down. I'm trying to hold it out. I want to get it too.
They both was the same, but once the money been through, and you just scripted this shit.
What's up, everybody? It's Say Something Sunday. Your host Yo-Yo, and always to my right, my co-host Treese. And today we have Dasia Horn. She is the president of an Omaha book club called WRWO of Omaha. So we wanted to have her on today to talk about how the idea developed and how she acquired her board members and how we develop this nonprofit and engage with beautiful black women. Every 6 weeks we pick a book and we talk about it and we have fun and we have social drinking and we've also developed a vulnerable space for black women, and it's a safe space to come and just unload more than what we read in a book. But a lot of the times the books that our hosts pick really resonates with our personal lives. So we end up sharing more of ourselves with each other that come out in some of these books that we read. So welcome, Dasia. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I am good.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and I'm glad that you came today.
Of course.
So me and Dasia met basically online trying to develop a book club. And so we started this book club just, as fun, just hanging out. Dasia found all these great spots in the city to do our meetings at. And so that's how I got to learn about different little spots in the city. Mm-hmm. You could rent these rooms for $5 or something and have a group of 8 to 10 women. Mm-hmm. And so after that, talk about how you kind of wanted to take this to the next level.
Yeah, for sure. So like Yolanda said, it was about 5 to 6 years ago, and I had just had my son, and I just graduated from college, so I was going through a transition phase, and I was looking for just something to do. So I got on this webpage and asked, is there any book clubs in Omaha? And there was not, from what the consensus was on this page. So we created one, and after about a year or two in the book club, we realized we just got together a bunch of amazing young professional women who had amazing resources and ideas. So we decided to develop this nonprofit into basically growing the love of literacy, which established how we all met and formed our relationships and built with each other, was through a love of literacy. So what we did, long process. I asked a couple of ladies in the book club, hey, are you interested in being on the board for this? I have no idea what I'm doing, but do you want to go for me on the ride? And Yolanda was one of the gracious ladies who said yes. And we met for a month, and about 6 months later, after filing all of our paperwork and doing all our due diligences, we became an official nonprofit. And we started applying for grants, and soon we'll be having different events and different programming coming up One of our first programmings will be our adult scholastic book fair, and that will be, it's called For the Culture Book Fair for adults. It will be in September, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, yes. It's going to be one of our first events, and it is going to be a very big event for just literacy in Omaha, period. It's going to be for men and women to come. It's an adult book fair. And there's going to be a lot of different vendors there. It's definitely going to be an African American event, but anybody is welcome to come to that event. It was a long process to develop this nonprofit because there is a lot of paperwork. There is a lot of state certifications that you need. Some people are rejected, and it's just if you have the people that is going to read these descriptions line by line and fill out what the state is actually wanting in order to get this thing off the ground. So we just got our first grant, and so we have, our financial secretary, and we have a treasurer. So they put their heads together and they really just worked this thing out. And it took about 6 to 8 weeks before we knew if we got it or not. And so we ended up getting it, and so that's how we're going to fund our book club. Our book fair event. And then next year, one of our goals is to put out 2 $500 scholarships for seniors for 2023. Wow. Okay. So we have, goals and stuff like that. And then we're going to try to implement baby libraries for children like pre-K to 6th grade. Is that how it's going to work?
Yep, and right now we have one confirmed place that we're going to put a little library in. It's confirmed this week, so I'm super excited for that.
So
it's in North Omaha, it's at a community garden, so it's going to be super cute.
So currently, how many members do you have?
In our book club, so for paid members, we have at least 30. Active members, on average, that come to a book club meeting, I would say about 10 to 12 women come on average every month.
So what is the fee to join the book club?
So to join the book club, it's $20 for the whole year. With that $20, you are welcome to come to the book club meetings. At these meetings, you will be greeted with warm faces, lots of food,
snacks, and liquor. Liquor will be there.
If you don't drink, we'll have other options as well. But if you do drink, it's the place for you.
Yeah, we definitely don't entice people to drink, but that is something
very reasonable.
$20 a year.
Yes, and $10 of that goes towards our nonprofit. So $10 of that is you can file that back on your taxes. So. And then the other $10 is honestly used to give you a birthday present. So each year for your birthday,
we do get birthday gifts. Yes, we do. Yes. And so we have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Do we have a Snapchat page?
We don't have a Snapchat yet, but we have a public Facebook page where if you're not wanting to pay the $20 and you do just want to follow along and see what things we're doing, just be in the loop of what we got going on and learn about the books we're reading, we have a public page. And then for our paid members, we have a private Facebook group, and that's where you'll learn the locations of our meetings. We'll put funny memes in from our meetings. We'll have little girl gossip. We'll talk about different things. So it's more of an intimate.
The paid members is for privacy, intimacy, things like that, and the things that and things that are discussed at our book clubs. They pretty much stay there. So and that's how we know if you're serious about the book club and if you're serious about reading. So that's how we just discern that. So anyway, now that we talked about all that, I hope you guys have learned a lot, and you can find somewhere to go and do some reading, and we're going to get into the rest of this show.
Oh, and we also accept donations.
So if you would like
to donate to us, you can find us on Cash App. We also have a donations page. The link is attached in our bio at our Instagram page and our Facebook page. So Cash App us. Feel free to support literacy. We're building little libraries. We're going to build a community library. We're going to do different type of programming in Omaha. So support us, please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Okay, so now that we've done that really quick introduction, I just want to ask, how was everyone's week? We are at this glorious Sunday.
Yes.
We made it.
We made it.
Trees, how was your week?
My week has been going okay. As you can see, I'm just getting off work, so
Yes.
I'm looking a little rough today.
Yeah,
I'm still
but we
in
don't
uniform,
care. We
but
are
I'm
gracious.
here.
We are gracious
Yes.
for you being here.
We haven't got together in a while, so
I know.
yeah.
I know. We
Happy
coming
to be
back.
here.
This is our comeback.
Yes. So like and share and support.
Yes, like, share, support, do whatever you got to do to make us grow, and we will definitely support you as well. Any businesses you guys have out there, you can definitely drop in the comments. We'll definitely share, get people to follow you, or do whatever you need to grow your business as well. And so, Dasia, how was your week?
You know, my week was really good. Yeah, I'm transitioning back into work. I've been working from home, so coming back to work
Oh yeah,
and having to deal with
that's a thing.
people again, and you know what type of people. So
I know what type of
it
people.
gets a little tricky. So, but I'm navigating. I'm glad I got my 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend. Yes, I got my 3-day weekend. So
Yes.
life's good.
Good for you. So I've had a challenging week, people. So it's going okay. That's one of my challenges as well. But one of the biggest things I had to overcome today, I had a storage unit for 5 years. I was paying $183 for this storage unit, and so now they're going up to $279. So within 72 hours, I had to clean this 3-bedroom, 3-bath house storage unit out. And I had to tell the storage people, don't bill me no more.
Yeah.
So they tried to argue with me and say I should have given them a 15-day notice. See, this is how inflation is really effing the people who are struggling with their finances.
More, right?
Yeah, and you're gonna tell me like in 3 days? So no, I said no, shut it down. I said, you know, I've been storing with you guys for 5 years. Don't bill me no more. I'm gonna put you on the news.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta threaten people to get them off your back.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so there's been a couple people I had to tell them I'm gonna put you on the news if you don't. If you don't.
You going on the news?
If you don't, you know.
You don't want them back.
And I'm not demanding nothing unreasonable. You know what I mean? So I finally shut that down, closed that chapter in my life. So now I'm at one home. There is no storage nowhere else. That is a load off of my mind and my heart. And now I can.
And your finances.
Yes. And my finances.
Right.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
That's
God.
$200 extra in your pocket every month.
Yes, that I can put to good use.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that was my week, and now I'm here with a comeback of Say Something Sunday, and we gonna keep this thing rolling. We're not gonna do these big old holes like we was doing, but we're gonna be more consistent. We're gonna be coming back. We got to give y'all the women's view, the women's edition.
Yes.
We got to let y'all know how we feel about some of the things the guys have been talking about. So anyway, question of the day:
Ooh.
do women cheat more than men? So Dasia, I'm going to ask you, what do you think?
Let's get the video first. Get the video first.
Hold on, y'all. Here goes.
I just wanted to say that this is a fucking lie. I have homegirls that sleep with other niggas but love the fuck out of their nigga, and their niggas have nothing to offer. I mean, they're short, they have no money, they don't know how to throw the wood, all of that. And they love them unconditionally. And have stepped out with no emotional attachment. I need y'all niggas to realize that women have evolved. We know how to have sex with no emotional attachment. Maybe not me. I can't speak for me. Okay, I can't speak for me. I don't cheat. When I love somebody hard. That's me. That's me. But I watch these women out here. They are scandalous. And when I tell you they are fucking and loving on y'all with no emotional attachment, it's disgusting. I just wanted to say that this is a fucking lie. I have homegirls that sleep with other niggas but love the fuck out of.
So anyway, you know,
Anthony.
I somewhat agree with the lady is saying on this video. I just don't think it's the majority of women. The women that I am, you know, in close contact with, most of these women, you know, they want to be in a relationship with one man and one man only. But on the other hand, I do know some women that have cheated out of being cheated on.
That's it.
And so I haven't really dealt or been friends with a lot of women who have had a man at home and they call me and be like, you know, Yolanda, I got Tim at home, but he's so damn boring. And so I sneak off with Jimmy, and me and Jimmy kick it, me and Jimmy fuck, me and Jimmy do this, and then, you know, I just go back home to Tim. I have never really encountered that type of a woman. Most of the women I've been around, they wanted to be in, you know, one man, one woman relationship. They wanted to be married and stuff like that. Now, have I heard of other women doing it? Yes, I have, but not as much as she was making it seem like it just happens like every day, all the time. But I don't know. I guess it just depends on your women group or your friend group or what, you know, you guys discuss. But like, what do you think, Trees?
Ooh, let me try to not be so long-winded, but sometimes to win is to not play the game. Very simple, because you can hurt yourself trying to get even with somebody.
Yeah.
So for me, like, if you cheat on me, you gonna need a life alert, nigga, to wake yourself up, because I'm just gonna be done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm not gonna play that game with you and go back and forth. Like, it's not gonna hurt a man, you know, when you go out and mess around with somebody else. They don't care.
No.
It's more women to men in Omaha.
Oh yeah.
It's bad.
So would you say women cheat because?
I think that what it is a lot of guys, because it's a variety. It's so many men to women. A lot of guys, they tell women, like, I don't want nothing exclusive. I don't want no relationship. Let's just see where things go. They give you that gray area because that's that safe word. Like, we not in a relationship, so you can't hold me accountable if I go and see somebody else. Yeah. So I feel like women accept those terms when really they don't want to.
Yeah.
And so they try to play the game with that man, and they act like, well, I'm going to just go and I'm going to get me somebody on the side and so, you know, I'm going to do me and he can't say nothing. But women, like, we emotional. We catch feelings.
So Randall, hold on. So listen, Randall said a man ain't got shit on a woman cheating.
I mean, true. Because women are
that's a damn lie, Randall. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie.
We move different with them.
I agree with him.
I feel like
they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught.
Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like women, when we're cheating, we emotionally cheat. We like, we're at the point where we're developing relationships. Like, we're not just gonna go fuck on somebody.
We be halfway down the aisle about to get married. By the time you find out and want to straighten up, we about to get married.
Like, it's not just us fucking. It's like he's filling in some type of point where there's lack.
So women cheat strategically in order to find that next man or that next man.
Not even that, but just to meet a need that's not being met.
Because if you smart about
if it's attention, if it's love, if you're fucking me good, if it's you
if
buying
you're smart
me,
about
paying my bills. Like,
you gonna know what you don't want to deal with. Like, if you got somebody that's not, you're not gonna go get another guy that's not paying you attention. Another guy that's, you know, cheating or treating you like shit.
Yeah. I do know some women who run into that same type of man.
Yeah.
And I believe it's their avenue of dating. Like, you have to switch your avenue of dating.
You keep repeating the same cycle until you get to learn.
Yeah.
And also, you also do what's comfortable. Like, sometimes I feel a lot of women are fearful to step out and see what the other options are. Because even if they're repetitive, they know what's going to happen. Like, I know you're going to cheat on me. Like, I know you're going to crazy. Like, whatever the cycle is, they know what to expect, so they can handle that. But if they switch off to another lane, then it's like, what's going to happen here now? Like, I don't know what this looks like, so I don't know how to navigate this.
I ain't playing that game. I would rather make you, you know, regret it. Like, look, she doing well. I hate that I, you know, played her. You
Absolutely.
know. I'm not gonna play that game though, because you know, men can roll in shit all day. They've been saying this since the beginning of time, and we can't do the same thing that men do. They can go and have sex with 10 different women, and I don't care who don't agree with me. That's just how it is.
And you're right. So my cousin Carnell is in the chat, and he said, that's not a lie. All his cousins are women. Carnell, listen, I don't want to have to throw your ass from here to there. Now you know all the women in our family are not cheaters. We are faithful women. We try to, you know, be with men that want to be with us. But I mean, at the end of the day, you cannot, you know, constantly neglect someone's needs who lives with you.
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. That's my buddy. I think what he told me that he grew up around, you know, women.
Yeah, he did.
And so women, we are way more calculated. You're not gonna find out unless I want you to, and I don't care at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, go through my phone.
No. Now that is no.
There's some women who are like that.
Oh, no.
I mean, because you're not a cheater, so you don't think that way. But there's some women who get to the point, it's just like, bro, you are seriously neglecting my needs so much. They're like, here's who's doing this. See this.
I don't know.
And
I
they
think
want you to
everybody
figure that out,
got
so you feel
feelings.
stupid.
Yeah. Everybody got feelings,
heard
whether
these
they're in the
stories.
wrong or you know, whether they right or wrong. So that's why I choose to not cheat. I'd rather just do that person.
Yeah,
I
me
would rather
too.
just walk away.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
some people,
that's
even
what
if they
I'm on.
wrong, they'll still try to hurt you, jump on you, whatever.
Oh no! And that's when the shit
That's
gets
when
sticky.
the Pisces come out.
Or when that's when the shit gets
That's when the
sticky.
switchblade
Do
come
not
out.
try to fucking hit me or try to take my phone, go through my
No,
phone, because we gonna have a
literally,
fucking
it's some
problem.
men that could be can be dead ass wrong. They can get caught cheating and they still want to fight.
Oh no,
Right.
no. Get your ass on. Get on. The answer to the question is: do women cheat more than men?
No.
We are going to have to say no, because
No.
men cheat just to get a nut off. Women cheat strategically, and that takes more time.
You can have 3 outfits, guys. And a woman will give you her purest form of love. Her friends might talk shit about you and be like,
Yes, girl, he only got 3 outfits.
You messing with Dusty ass right? And we just, I love him. Y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know him how I do. I love him. So we will ride with y'all regardless, but humble yourselves.
Yeah.
Because then when you start stepping out and cheating and you start feeling yourself, women will drag you from here to Fort Calhoun.
Yeah. It's hard to forget. It's hard to close that wound or heal it. You know, it takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we kind of really hit on that really good. I hope y'all got what y'all needed off of that. But
Yep.
so our next topic, okay, so we still gonna continue this dating subject here. So our next topic is basically about a woman. I'm not gonna say she hadn't dated anybody rich before she did this video. So her first video was like, stop submitting to these men and spoiling them and baby them and
Involving
babying
Cam
them.
Newton or something. Okay.
So her
Okay.
first video was strictly different from when she started dating Cam Newton. So we're gonna show y'all the difference in basically dating basics, I guess, or men who didn't really have as much money as Cam Newton, to when she started dating Cam Newton, how she changed that tune real quick.
Pick-me's are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut that out. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that. Like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. You gonna genuinely get played. No, it's just that I'm just naturally like that. Like the do for him is natural. And your natural is gonna get played. If you are making a man's life easier, i.e. cooking, cleaning, providing whenever he wants, and he's giving you the minimum, he's never going to do more. And he's never going to tell you to stop because it's beneficial to him. No history in ever has a man been like, oh, stop doing all this stuff. Stop making my life easier. I don't look at you like that. Hell no, they gonna kick them feet up and enjoy these perks without doing no.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how are you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be there. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know?
Okay, y'all. So the young lady in the videos, both of them are her. So the first video, she talked about pick-me's, doing anything and everything to keep this MF comfortable. He's never going to change his ways if you keep doing this. This is what she said. Then they interviewed her after she started dating NFL player Cam Newton, and she said she's willing to do everything. Basically, she turned into a pick-me in order to date Cam Newton or meet his needs or whatever the case may be. So the question is, as women, do our strategicness in how we relate to a male change with their finances? So if he's broke as fuck, like, do we just treat him like shit, or do we still treat him like a king? And if he rich as fuck, do we just automatically treat this dude like a king because he's rich as fuck? Like, what do you guys think? Because I think once she got Cam Newton, bitch switched. She switched up completely.
In my opinion, I'm gonna treat everybody the same. It's not, to me, it don't depend on how much money you have.
Yeah, a janitor or a CEO.
That I'm gonna give you.
Yes,
it doesn't matter. I think that only a man that deserves those types of things, you know, submission and you loving on him, only a man that truly deserves, like, he's gonna appreciate it, like somebody that really deserves that.
Yeah.
Somebody that's not there for the right reason, like, it's not gonna be reciprocated. You're gonna know, like, damn, I rubbed his feet, I clicked his nails, I, you know, rubbed his back, and he don't do shit for me. You're gonna feel, you still gonna be left feeling empty, like, I'm not getting anything from this. But yeah, no, I don't think that it matters about how much money.
Okay, what you think, Dasia?
I think that I agree with what you're saying. I agree 100%. I think initially I give everybody grace and treat everyone equally, and then my relationships, like, my love language is acts of service. So that's how I show you that I love you. I'm going to do things for you. I'm going to try to take care of things. But something that's important to me is reciprocity.
Yeah.
So if I'm coming home and rubbing your feet every day, but then you see me out here doing all the things that I got going on, and then I come home and you're not rubbing my feet as well, what are we doing?
Right.
And so she talks about being submissive, and like, her doing things for her partner is not what submission is to me. Like, I feel like submission is giving someone with leadership skills the authority to lead, because you know, and they have proven shown to
that's
you
what submission
that they can
is
lead,
to
and
me.
you're like, okay, this is in my
That's
bag.
what submission is to me too.
And that comes in different areas. For example, if my partner was super bomb at finances, I'm like, okay, babe, you can run the books, I'm gonna fall back. But if it's something that we're both working on those books together. You're not running all of that by yourself, because if things go awry, then like, I'm still having to pay for that. Right. Who's paying for your half? Like, it's just too much. Or in cooking, if my husband, or if I'm a bomb cook, like, that's something that you don't gotta worry about. find something else for you to do. But I think that's just a relationship in general. It's like you finding a partner who you can help balance with, where you find ways that you shine and you find ways that they shine, and then y'all can collaborate to come together and shine together and build off of that.
Yeah.
But what she's doing, I mean, that's great.
She definitely switched
Pouring
up.
to your man is for
She
sure, but
switched up because of the money.
And then
It
also
shouldn't
people
be
bring
because of the
different
money.
things out
She
of you,
did.
though.
The level of respect is not going to be
I wish she
determined by
would
how
have.
much
I wish
money
she
you
would
have.
have
It just
hit on a
ain't.
little bit on what Cam does for her, because she never mentioned that. But I mean, funding her life, that is a lot. You know, to fund another human's life, whether you rich or poor, that's a big responsibility. So I can see her switching up on that aspect. But you know, for me, if a motherfucker is broke, I'm gonna tell you one fucking thing. You better come with a gold ass attitude.
But
And
how
you
are you
better-
broke in America? Like, you can literally sell socks. You can sell water. You can sell dirt. Like, you can literally sell anything. You could go cut grass and, like, you gotta brag.
Yeah,
lawnmower,
there
but,
are
like,
a million
there's just
things.
so many
There's a
different things
million
you can do. You
things
can work
you
at
can do.
McDonald's.
Right.
There are some black men who struggle with getting that CEO position just because they're black men.
Yeah.
So they may still be at the poverty income, you know, level, and they may be struggling with that as far as who they want to be as a person, who they want to be financially. And if they keep bringing that bullshit home and that angriness and that attitude, that's what makes a motherfucker cut the shit short.
And see, I understand that, but also, like, I grew up with a very... My dad has, like, the most amazing work ethic in America. Like, my dad, like, just now he has one job. This is my only time in my life that I've been able to say that. My dad has worked 2, 3, 4 jobs.
Yeah.
Because he's a black man.
Yeah.
He has his high school degree, and, like, there's only so far you can move.
That's right.
And so
That's
there's
right.
only...
There is so many different
But
avenues.
he knows he has 2 kids, and
Right.
he had a wife at a point in time, so, like, he has business to take care of. So, like, yeah, this one source of income can meet your needs, but like I said, we live in America. There's so many other things you can do. So, like, you shouldn't be bringing that, because, like, as a black woman, as a black man, you make more than me.
Of course.
So you're bringing home stress to me.
For
I
no
got
reason.
stresses too. Like, I'm a black woman in America.
And
They
that's
just
what I'm
cut off
saying.
all women's rights.
I'm just saying, don't come home angry because you don't have the money you want in the bank. Don't come home projecting that shit to me and making me feel bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even if a motherfucker is super rich and, you know, something ain't going their way, don't come home projecting that anger onto me, because I'm not going to be submissive to you. I'm not going to be nice to you. The relationship ain't going to go the way it's supposed to go. It's all about attitude to me.
Right.
And whether you're a janitor or a CEO, it's all about your fucking attitude. But I felt like this girl was just going off on all the niggas that she had dated. But now, since she's dating somebody that's in the NFL, famous and rich and all this stuff, now when she gets interviews and she gets on these platforms, she's completely different. That's the type of motherfucker I can't fuck with. Either you gonna have this same attitude with a broke motherfucker and the
Right.
same attitude with a rich motherfucker, or you just a flip-flopping ass bitch, and I can't really fuck with you like that.
Bingo. And that should let him know that maybe this is not being done out of love. Like, you only respect me because I'm paid. And when a woman really does something out of love, like, you're going to be like, damn, she rubbed my feet. She really treated me like a man when I had nothing. When I was just a regular, you know, guy. Like, so that should probably make him want to look at her like, you only do this because I got, you know, I'm paid.
I just want to
Trying to secure your spot.
How old was she when she made that first video?
You know, I don't know.
Because Cam Newton, I believe, is around my age. And I know 21-year-old Dasia is far different from Dasia
For
now.
sure.
And I probably
For
would have
sure.
been popping off the same thing as 21 years old. And then now that I'm 30 and I got a man, I'm like, oh.
My ex-sister-in-law told me
I
that
love
once
it, y'all.
before. I was cooking dinner and she was like, why you acting like a wife? Y'all not married. You shouldn't be acting like no wife to him. Don't be cooking for my brother. Make that ninja make his own food. And I'm like, I like to cook.
Yeah.
I'm a damn good cook.
And if you do like it,
and that's like my love language. If I know that my man enjoys my food, like, I'm gonna make you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sir.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I don't want you to be on Facebook making a post about who's cooking today, who's selling plates.
But right, but that's something you enjoy, and that's something that, you know, somebody you're dating enjoys. So it's not extra energy for you to do it because you like doing it.
So at that time,
if I have to put extra energy into something to make you happy, you better not be giving me no motherfucking attitude.
So she, at that time, my sister-in-law told me, don't act like a wife until you are a wife. I'm like, nobody does that. Like, you gonna display those qualities before you become
it's
a wife.
2020. It's almost 2023.
That's like you can't be a hoe your whole life and be like, all right,
so
I ain't a hoe
different
no
now.
more.
Yeah, dating is way different.
It is.
Way different. So I want to segue into this woman, this black woman, talking to other black women about having more accountability for their fuck shit in relationships. So check this clip out.
Y'all women gonna get mad at me today, so if you can't take constructive criticism, baby, keep on scrolling. Many of you women are not really what you think you're cracked up to be. Like, some of y'all are really not great people to be in relationships with. Y'all know I work with couples every single day, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a list of everything that I have to work through. First things first, quit coming into relationships trying to make a man secure your insecurities. That's your job. If you lack confidence, if you have low self-esteem, if there's still trauma that you're operating in, if you're self-critical, if you're judgmental when it comes to yourself, if you blame yourself, if you're still operating in guilt and trauma and everything else, baby, that's for you to handle, not him. Respect his space. Like, stop becoming so preoccupied and hyper aware of what a man has going on. As soon as you see his mood is off a little bit, you start becoming overwhelming. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Let me tell you how men are. A lot of men, when they are going through stuff, they may end up withdrawing or retreating because they're trying to figure it out. They're not always upset at you. Their moods are not changing just because of you. People go through things in a way that men are. They don't express themselves as much as we do as women. It's okay. Give that man some space. Oh yeah, the clinginess. Clinginess is cute to an extent, baby, but once you become codependent and you're always getting jealous whenever this person goes out, and you become anxious whenever they're not around you, you start blowing up their phones so they gonna hang out with their friends, that is problematic, and you're gonna push them away. As much as many of you all don't want to believe it, it's absolutely okay for a man to admire another woman. As long as it is a quick look, boom, and he's not staring, and he doesn't have a wandering eye, and he's not impulsive, and he's not a cheater. If he's all of those, baby, why are you with him in the first place? You're ignoring the red flags. You're settling. As long as that man is not window shopping or ordering off the menu, relax. He has a visual appetite. If he sees a beautiful woman, it's okay to admire. Just like if you see a handsome man, you're going to admire him too. Relax. Stop letting yourself go. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you need to stop doing everything that you did in the beginning. If you always kept your skin together, your nails together, your lashes together, your hair done, your body was waxed up at the beginning, keep that same energy. Hold your end of the relationship. Remember, visual. A man still has a visual appetite, and he loves what he sees, baby, because you're going to stimulate a whole lot more in him. Don't let yourself go because you secured the relationship. As much as you want to believe it, you're not always right. As much as you want to always be in control, you have to let some things go, baby. You cannot love a man the way you want to love him. If you study him, if you pay attention, if you actually listen, I guarantee you he would tell you how to love him. You cannot limit the way you love him.
Do it.
So we back, and you know, I like a lot of what that woman had to say. I think that a lot of black women have to stop projecting, you know, how they feel inside about themselves and their insecurities on their partner, whether it's a man or a woman, or whoever their mate may be. You have to be secure with who you are, what you are, and what your skin look like. You know, I've had some pictures posted of me on Facebook, and my stomach didn't look the best in my dress, but you know, I was super happy to see, you know, my nephew in this play, and I'm like, I don't care. It's like me and my nephew. Hell, if we was at home just hanging out, hell, I'd be stomach out, shoes off, you know. Right. It's family. And so I think people just need to be more comfortable with who they are as a person, and then that way you can be more comfortable with who your mate is and stop trying to make them be something that they're not. I think a lot of people have unrealistic expectations in these relationships. It's ridiculous. What do you think, Trees?
I don't know what I was just She said a whole mouthful in that video. So she spoke about respecting a man's space and not being clingy.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, for me, I'm not a chick that juggles multiple men.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, if I'm entertaining the same guy, I'm gonna call you every day. I'm gonna text every day, or at least I expect for you to. I expect for us to talk every day. And I don't gotta be in your face or stand the night at your house every day, but at least a couple times a week if I'm only dealing with you.
Yeah.
So for me, that's not really being clingy, but respecting a man's space. That really does matter. My mama always told me, don't wear out your welcome with nobody.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it really does matter, and I feel like when somebody naturally is like into you, it's going to be reciprocated. When it's not, fall back.
Absolutely.
You know, if also about respecting a man's space, I had something kind of funky happen to me with a Facebook friend. So this guy had been my friend on Facebook for years. Cool guy, nothing, you know, he never came at me no type of way, nothing like that. We grew up in the same neighborhood, whatever. And so one day he made a post about him and his girl going to church together. And I liked the post because I'm like, I love that. Y'all going to church together?
Yeah,
like
that's
relationship goals, you know?
Yeah.
So after I liked this, 2 seconds later, she sent me a friend request. I thought nothing of it because I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
whatever. So then she starts posting all these, pictures and videos of them. What's understood don't need to be explained. That's my man and da da da. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of awkward, but why she posting all this stuff? Long story short, she had like blocked me on Facebook, and it had to do with him. So she like suspected that we were talking or whatever. And I'm like, why would she think that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because I liked the post or I commented on something, and very rarely, that's why I do not comment on when guys post something.
Yeah.
If it's something funny, I'll comment like a laughing emoji, but other than that, I don't comment.
Yeah.
I don't try to heart guys post or whatever, because there's always some female in the background that's like looking for clues, and it's so irritating. I feel like that is weird as hell to follow a guy around Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't care who I'm dealing with.
I ain't got
never
the time.
gonna go to his page.
I ain't got the time.
Look at who's liking his stuff. Send people friend requests. I've never created a fake page to stalk people on Facebook. So I feel like that type of shit turns men off when you don't give a man his space.
Yeah.
He either wants you or he don't.
And that's black and white. Most men is black and white. Either he wants you or he don't.
And there's nothing wrong with even being rejected, because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to be
reject me sooner than later, so I can move the fuck on.
Absolutely.
But with some women, they cannot take rejection, so they will just keep on trying with a guy, and he's like,
I can take it.
I don't want you.
Let
And
the fuck
it'll make a motherfucker drag you with no toe chain when you keep like trying, and this person is telling you like, I don't want to be bothered.
What do you think, Dasia?
So I too agree with a lot of what she says. I feel like, I don't know if it's just my generation, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of women, we lose ourselves when we get with a man.
Oh.
And I feel like a lot of us are like taught, like as soon as we graduate, like just in general, like we always have to have a man. Like that defines us being in a relationship, like having a bomb man, like being couple goals, like that defines us.
That's society bullshit.
And we don't take the time to like pour into ourselves before we have children and get into these like deep relationships and stuff. So like when she said, like you basically like gotta affirm yourself, you gotta believe in yourself. There's a quote that says like you have to be whole before you can become someone else's half.
Yeah.
And like I thoroughly agree in that, because like if you don't know who you are, like that relationship would challenge you, it would trigger you, like it will have you questioning things, it will have you move in ways that you didn't even thought you would move, because you didn't take the time to like build your shit up and like work on who you are and what you stand on and like your foundation. So I 100% agree with what she's saying.
I started booking trips by myself, like
absolutely
planning vacations by myself, because if you don't enjoy your own company, how do you expect for a man to enjoy your company?
Absolutely.
Say that.
And everything is not about a man, you know. I learned this. I set different goals for myself. I have career goals, you know. I have like health wise, you know, I set goals for my health, like I want to lose this amount of weight, you know. Spiritually, I have goals for myself.
And this is all the things you want to do for you.
spiritually,
And
I
that's
get in my
important.
Bible
It's
and I
very
read and I'm
important.
like, I do my Bible study and I'm like, where do I want to be spiritually? You know,
Yeah.
I want to get to that level of I don't need to cuss somebody out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. And when
Yeah.
we do things because we want to do it, it's more important and it's long lasting.
Yeah.
If you do it because someone else wants you to,
Yeah.
that person is not guaranteed to be in your life.
Hell no.
Like I have
So-
a friend who only works out with her and her dude works out together. So like when her dude's not
Yeah.
working out or like when things are going right,
Yeah.
she's not working out anymore. And like I'll invite her to work out and she's like, you know, that's just like me and my man's thing. And I'm like, well, you're getting fat, so.
Oh damn! I lost 50 pounds by myself, walking every day, and it was from like stress, like not from no man. It was dealing with my family, and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I lost 50 pounds and I learned that that's like my stress relief.
Right,
you
right.
know?
I just started walking. That's one of the because I'm not a workout girl. I want to eventually be there.
Just walking 30 minutes a day, man.
And that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And just alone for my mental health because I usually go alone. And I haven't even been listening to music. Like, I just need to decompress. I want to hear the birds chirping. I want to hear the breeze. And, like, it's helped me so much. And it's helped me focus so much better when I do get back into grind mode.
Some mornings I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll just take off walking.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. And exercise, it exerts your mind. It exerts that anger. It exerts that toxicity so that you're, more energized to be happy, to be more helpful, to be more to someone else.
Right.
And a lot of people who don't really exercise and understand that are usually more angry, more projecting. You know what I mean? So that's good that you guys do that and that you guys do understand that if you want to do something, do it because you want to do it, not because someone else in your life is pushing you to do it.
True, self-care.
And
because when a
sometimes
man see you loving on yourself, it's going to make him want to love on you even more.
it should. It should, unless they don't love their damn self.
Or when a man sees you, they see how you take care of yourself, and then they want you to take care of them how they take care of yourself.
Because me, I soak my feet, I clean my nails, all that,
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad you guys came today and we discussed all
It's
these
been an hour
women
already?
edition issues. Yes.
We
Yes,
can go
it's
like an
almost
hour and a half
it's
now.
almost
You got
yeah.
2 more minutes
But
if
I
you
want to
hit that topic.
No, I do want to hit that the smartest dumb people is going to be doing a book backpack drive.
We were talking about this earlier. It's okay.
Books and backpack drive, because I think I'm gonna add some books that some people might want to read. I have so many books at home. I'll donate to the drive, and we do have a Cash App. It's the Smartest Dumb People 23. If you guys want to donate to the backpack drive, so we can start buying backpacks, and we will be offering.
a Cash App. Is there emergency fund if I need gas?
Yes. So the Smartest Dumb People 23 is a Cash App. You guys can donate to that. $5
so we can have gas.
$5, $1, whatever you guys can do. We're gonna try to do it by the end of this month or the first week of August before the kids go back to school. We're gonna try to donate as many backpacks as we can. We're gonna try to fill them with notebooks and crayons and glue and all that stuff that they need. High schoolers really don't need that. They just need a backpack. So y'all can message our page if you want to donate backpacks, or if you have notebooks or whatever you want to donate. Or also, are we going to be grilling? Are we going to do hamburgers and hot dogs? So we're going to be doing that. So the date and the place is to be determined. So keep tuning in to find that out. So I just want to wish everybody a good holiday weekend, whether you celebrate 4th of July or not. Just celebrate your family. Celebrate people who bring good energy to your life. And celebrate good friendships, good conversations. Just try to celebrate more of the goodness in your life versus the bad.
Touch on Roe versus Wade. Y'all got about 7 more minutes. You don't want to say nothing about Roe versus Wade?
We'll do Roe versus Wade next
touch on it
week.
real quick.
It's going to take me too long to talk about that. before we leave, the Supreme Court ruling on Roe versus Wade has been something that's been implemented in the United States for over 50 years, which is a woman's right to choose to have an abortion or not. So that was overturned. And so that's been going on for 50 years. And to have it overturned was an underlying plan with Donald Trump and the Republicans. And when he appointed a specific Supreme Court justice to the court, it gave them the controlling vote to overturn that. So now there are so many states that are going to be able to ban abortion completely. There are some states that are going to ban abortion after 6 weeks. So the states that are going to ban it completely, you can be jailed for that, fined for that, and the person who performs the abortion can go to jail or be fined for that as well. So when we had Dave Pantos on the show this Tuesday, who's running for the new Douglas County Attorney General, hopefully to replace Don Klein, he said that the way Don Klein chose not to prosecute Jacob Gardner when he killed James Scurlock will be his same choice to not choose to prosecute women who choose to have an abortion. So that's just a synopsis of what's going on. And so since the Supreme Court overturned it and said the states have total control to rule that, we are going to be getting into a lot of political warfare for women from now on. And so we won't really be able to touch on this subject today because our 1 hour episode has ended. But I just wanted to give y'all a little snippet of what we'll talk about next Sunday with our guest that's going to be coming on next Sunday, which is a good buddy of mine, another entrepreneur trying to do her thing. So we will see y'all next Sunday. Don't forget to tune in. Thank you, Dasia. Thank you, Trees. Here comes our producer from Death Row, Anthony.
Death Row Records, baby.
We'll see y'all next Sunday. Thank you.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Toot at the hottest podcast in the city, the smartest dumb people. I'm here with my nigga, that dude Johnson, you know what I'm saying? We go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Y'all tune in every week or every time. Hit the like button, subscribe, do what you're supposed to do. Like, comment, share, tell your people about it. Y'all know what it is, it's the smartest dumb people!
Yes, sir.
Buddha.
When I got messages saying, what's up with the show?
1, 2, where you still got kids writing essays on.
472. Shout out to Chris, he came through.
Came back there. And you go, okay. And she said,
Okay, he done. He it's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
Right. So now